It's time to go!
Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 2 of Claude's FIFA Arsenal rebuild. And can I just say, episode 1, thank you so much to everybody that came by and took a look, and for all of your comments that you left for me. As I said, man, after the introduction video that I did not think it was going to get this much of a response at all. So thank you very much, and I'm really enjoying doing these for you as well. I mean, I do this at home a lot anyway. I always think about it in career mode, so I figured why not? Let's record them and see how it goes on the channel. Now, I noticed there was a couple of people in the chat box after, I think it was episode 1, and they were like, who's that guy doing all the talking? That don't sound like Claude. No. And I probably should have done this on the introduction video, because I know a lot of people who have come by to watch these videos may not have seen me on the channel. Some of you have, some of you haven't. So I'll just tell you a little bit about myself, okay? I'm Stan, and I live in Canada, and you can probably hear by my accent that I'm not Canadian. Originally, I'm from Peckham in South London. And I moved here to Vancouver just over a year ago, almost a year and a half ago. And I was living in Amsterdam before that. And I moved over here. And back then, when I first moved over here, I didn't know anybody, obviously. Left all my social circle behind me. And I started doing post-match reaction videos for another Arsenal podcast. Another Arsenal podcast that Terry was a part of, and I started getting invited on as a guest, and me and Terry, we hit it off from day one, to be fair. And I also had a few meetings as well through that channel with Diesel. Anyway, I now do my post-match reaction videos, and you can see those over on Cannon Fodder TV. That's where they live now. And I'm also a regular guest on a Thursday and a Sunday on the Arsenal Fan Circle podcast. I'm also a regular guest on From Here to Dull Square, the Bearded Gooner show, and also Cannon Fodder TV on Fridays now and then for their bite-sized show. And there's a few other channels as well that I've been on sporadically, but the ones I've mentioned are really the main ones that I'm a guest on. I don't have my own channel. I don't think I'll ever start my own channel, to be fair. And you know what? From the outside, it probably looks really easy running a channel, but it ain't. You know, I see what a lot of these guys who run these channels, what they do behind the scenes in order to provide content. And you only have to look at the work rate of Terry, Diesel and Claude on the Bansters channel to see how much time and effort that they're putting into it, you know. And they do it probably I'm sure they do it for the same reasons that I'm a guest on some of these shows, right? And the same reason why I do post-match reaction videos, and the same reason why I've started doing these FIFA career modes. I just enjoy it, you know. For me, it's a way of meeting more people, because as I say, you know, I moved over here from Canada, thousands and thousands of miles away, and left all my social circle behind me. But I love it here. It's a nice part of the world. So that's a little bit about me, just so that you know a little bit about who this voice is that's coming through your TV or your headphones. Now let's do a little bit of a recap to episode 1. Wow. What a start. There's Claude in the window there. He's just come up. Fans enjoy Claude's debut success. Fans enjoy Claude's debut success. And they should do, because we beat Newcastle 7-0, a clean sheet. Now, there was a small caveat. I was playing on semi-professional to feel my way into this, right, to see how we would do. And quite rightly so, a lot of you in the comments were like, come on, man, you got to bump it up a little bit, man. That was a bit of a walkover, and it was. You go back and watch that game, man. We was all over him with the short corners. But also, in the last episode, Claude opened up and flexed the checkbook. Claude made some deals, and we started to break up the shitbag 6, as I call them. And if you don't know who they are, you're looking at Kolasinac, Socrates, Mustafi, David Luiz, Xhaka and Mesut Ozil. And we started, Claude's first order of business was to break up the shitbag six. Ozil's gone. I think we got about 20, 25 million for him from Inter Milan. Who else has gone from the shitbag six? Kolasinac went. Difficult to move him on. I was going in for transfer deals, and the other team was saying like we do a swap and we're looking for a fullback, and they weren't even recognising Kolasinac as a left back. Unbelievable. Is that bad? We've still got Mustafi hanging in there. So from the shitbag six, who we got left? Who we got left? It looks like it's just Mustafi. Did we move on Socrates? I can't remember. Yeah, moved on Socrates. Now, who did we bring in? We brought in Donny van der Beek as a central attacking midfielder. And we went out and we splashed the cash on Upamecano. Made that happen. We also nabbed the young prospect Ansu Fati from Barcelona. And I was going to get Partey, right? But when we got into the negotiations, and I think he brought that mad guy with him. If you watch back to that last episode, there's this one guy that keeps turning up for the negotiations. He looks a bit like Don King, the boxing promoter, with this mad white hair. A little bit like Morgan Freeman, and he always plays hardball. They wanted 49 million, and the player that I was offering, it was just such a bad deal, I thought. So we went in for Tonali. It cost us a fraction. I think we got him for, if I remember, I think it was about 19 million. Goodbye. A goodbye, I felt. Who else did we bring in? Was there anyone else that we brought in? That is it. Oh, yeah. We brought in Foden. Got him. Another team was going to go in for him. Hertha Berlin had a bid accepted. I just thought the price that they were offering, again, I think it was around £19 million. It was too good to pass up. And we also went in for Mangala Sarr, which I thought would be a good cover for left back and centre back as he's left footed. But we've got a bit of a problem with this guy. I mean, he's only a young kid. He's 20 years old. He's got a rating of 75, right? He's still got a long way to go. And obviously, I didn't play him in the first game. And they were asking me in the interview why I didn't pick him. And before the game, if I remember rightly, the assistant manager said suggested that I should put him in as a captain. So I might have pulled a white Ricky here bringing this guy in. I've got a feeling that Mangala Sarr is going to cause us problems. Anyway, first order of business, we're going to go and buy a striker. Because as I've said to you, right, in the last video, Aubameyang, right, in the previous save, just after the January window, he starts losing his overall rating. He starts to go down. When that happens, his value starts to go down. So here's what I'm planning to do. We're going to try and buy a striker now, and then the day after the January transfer window closes, that's when I'm going to put Aubameyang on the market. Someone will come in for him. They'll make the bid. The deal will get done, but we'll still have him in our squad until the end of the season. And then when we start a next season, we would get the Aubameyang money as an injection. So the one that everybody's been asking me to go in and buy, the name that keeps on popping up is this young man, Donyell Malen. Oh no. He's already gone out on loan to another club. So we can't approach Donyell Malen until he returns to his parent club. Now, what do we do? All right, chat box. This is what I want you guys to let me know, right? This is what I want you guys to let me know. Here's the first order of business here, right? We have got 55 million in the transfer kitty. The window's going to open again in January. The window right now is going to close in a couple of weeks. I don't know whether to spend that 55 million now to bring someone in, or we just keep what we've got until we get to January. Then in January, we go and bring in a striker. Tell me this, okay? Should we bring in another January striker? Do what I said, put a Aubameyang on the chance when the window shuts and get the money in for next season, or do we stick with what we've got and bring in a striker next summer? I want to use the money this season, though. I want to use the money this season. Now, this week's show is going to be a lot shorter than the last one because we haven't got as much admin and housekeeping to do. Let me just take another look at this list. Let me just have a look at the strikers that we've got on the list in the transfer hub. Gutted that Daniel Mallon's gone. This is a striker that I really like. Lautaro Martinez. I don't think we'll have the money for him though. Look, value between 53 million to 79. Adam Idar, overall of 65. That's very low. Haaland, 80. Value 21 million. Is that too good for me to be turning down? Odusson Edouard, a little bit older, but his figures aren't as good. Okay, this is what we're going to do, okay? I'm not going to make the move now. Let me know in the chat box, right? When we come to January, do you want me to buy Haaland? We've got the money to buy Haaland. So for now, we're going to hold it with what we've got. And what we've got striker-wise, we've got Aubameyang, Lacazette, Eddie Nketiah. Balogun's probably not going to get a look in, but Martinelli can also play there as well, right? Never forget, the Martinelli can play there as well, as can Pepe. Oh no, they've taken that away. No, on this update, Pepe's only a right midfielder and a right winger. On the original update, when you bought the game, he also had striker as a position, so they've changed that in the update. Right, let's move things along. And remember, for this game, I've knocked it up to the professional difficulty setting. Let's see what Emil Smith-Rowe wants to say. Thanks, boss. I think a loan move is just what I need to refresh my football. Glad we're aligned. Put him out on loan. Matt Macy. Now that you've changed your mind about loaning me out, boss, I'm hoping I'll get a chance to play and build a future here. Well, I don't think so, mate. I'm going to sell you. I'm going to sell you, actually. I just don't think you're going to get a look in with what we're doing here. Talks for Trey Cork's move to, I can't even pronounce that place. What does that even say? Sonderjyska have broken down, as they always break down with these clubs I've never heard of. Right, let's move it on. Let's move it on. So yeah, this video is going to be a lot shorter today, I think. A loan offer for Mkhitaryan. I want to sell him. Hold on a minute, let's just check the hub. I want to sell Mkhitaryan, not loan him. Why would I want to do that? We need cash for Mkhitaryan. That's how it's going on. Cold cash. Where is he? Mickey? What have we got him down as? Yeah, we've got him on the transfer list and they're coming in for loans. No. If you want him, you got to write a check. A 1 year loan. No. And we got another one in there for another transfer for Bolla. TSV Hartberg want Bolla for 135 grand. I'll take it, but will Bolla take the move? Probably not. So, just finished watching the Arsenal again earlier today. That's the end of our season. Well, the end of the league. Still got an FA Cup, right? Well, what did I think of that game? What did I think of that game? Well, in the history books, right, it's going to say Arsenal won 3-2, beat Watford. But man, what a scruffy second half that was. And I know it sounds cliche, right? And I said this on my post-match reaction over on Cannon Fodder. It was a game of two halves, wasn't it? Because if we could have ended that game at the end of the first half, like we did when we played Leicester, happy days. You know, we go into the FA Cup final with a spring in our step. But that second half was it wasn't very promising, if you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? You know, going into the FA Cup now against Chelsea, we seem to have a defence that can barely play in a back three, but it seems to suit the players that we've got. And they definitely don't seem to be able to work in a back four. But you look at a player like Rob Holding, right? He has some good games and he has some bad games. But you know what the problem is for me? What I see there is consistency in the way that, when you play in a defence, it's about, you've got to build partnerships. And Rob Holding has been in and out of a defence that's been constantly changing formation and he's constantly changing who he's having to play next to. 1 week he's playing in the back three with Luis and Mustafi. The next week he's playing in a flat back four. Do you know what I mean? One week he's got Ainsley Maitland-Niles on one side of him. The next week he's got Hector Bellerin. There's just been no stability in our defence. And that's got to affect your rhythm. Do you know what I mean? But Mikel Arteta can only work with what he's got. So here we are. It's our next game. And Sean Dyche, who I affectionately call Thanos, if we see him right in the game, when I go to the sidelines, he just looks like Thanos out of the Avengers movies. So here we are, at home to Thanos and his mob. And this is the team I'm going to go with. I think I'm going to stick with the same team as I put out last time. Remember in the last game, we won 7-0. But we were playing on a much easier setting. Right. Home kit, I think. Oh, I don't know if any of you guys have who play FIFA. Have you seen that you can get the legends into your career mode now? Yeah. If you go to kickoff and look for the legends team, I can't remember what they're called. Social Aid or something like that. There's a legends team. You've got players like Pele, Kenny Dalglish, Zidane, Maradona, Sol Campbell's in there, Robert Perez is in there, Roberto Carlos is in there, Rud Hullet is in there, Figo's in there. There's like a team in subs. And you can actually get them into your career mode. And I'll tell you how you do that, right? Before we start the game, let me tell you how you do it. You go to update your latest squads in the settings. Update latest squads. Yeah. And then if you go and check the team that I've told you about, you can write down the names of the players, work out the ones that you want. And then when you go into team transfers in your settings, you've got to spell the player's name exactly how it's written. And his name will come up in the transfer hub. And you can keep him in your team and carry him over into the career mode. But you got to spell it exactly like it's written. So, for example, Perez, he's got the little accent over the E. You've got to do that for it to come up. And then when you start the career mode, those players you've brought in, they'll all have contracts between 3 to 5 years. So you get to use them for quite a bit. I've got Dalglish playing up front with Pele, and I've got Maradona in behind them. I've got Ronaldinho and Perez in there as well. It's quite funny though, because if you look at the Legends team, they ain't got a right back. They've got players for every position except right back, and they have a weird formation. So I've got a team full of Legends and Hector Bellerin playing at right back. So yeah, I'd do that. If you've not done that, give it a look, because it's quite fun playing with some of them players. Here we go. Arsenal, Burnley at the Emirates. Busy day at the Emirates. I wonder when the next time we're going to see that is. In the previous match, yep. Aubameyang got himself a hat-trick. Got the old Black Lives Matters on the back of the shirts I see. Love bet. Love bet, what's that? Is that like the Love Boat? But they spelled it wrong. Don't know. Here we go. So we've got a lot of expectations for William Saliba when he joins Arsenal for reals next season. A lot of weight on his shoulders. Remember, this kid's young. He's going to have to settle in. Do not expect him to hit the ground running, and give him a chance to settle in. You know, if he settles in right, this could be a kid that could be in our defence perhaps for the next, who knows for how long, you know? And I don't know much about him. I've never really watched him play at all, but he comes with a good reputation. Ashley Barnes, they're playing with two up front as well. You see, two up front, maybe coming back in. I always like two up front. Ben Mee, hard worker in their defence.
Thank you for attending the Emirates Stadium. Enjoy the match.
Donny van der Beek, we've got high hopes for you, DVB. Right, here we go. Professional setting. Lacazette to kick off. Looking it out wide to Saka. Bring the ball inside through the channels. Come on, someone make a run. Where's no one making a run? That was Lacazette, we're just standing there. Closing down. Oh. Leno. Make a run now. There we go. Oh, he's in. He's in behind. Work it smart. Oh. Got to work it smart. Got to get into a shooting opportunity. Oh, no. Okay. Tierney. Oh, just nicked it off his toes. Come on, you got to get back into your space, Kieran. Oh, he knocks it out of play, but he covered. He covered. Got big hopes for Tierney. I really think that this kid could be an Arsenal captain one day. Come on, shore it up here. Away by Leno, punches it away. Couldn't hold on to it though. It's all coming down the left, isn't it? I thought that was a trip. Keeper's having to do some work in this first half. It's a different story, isn't it, to the last game, where it was all Arsenal. Come on, get your toe in. Again, down this left side. It's all happening on this side. Left side. Well, so far, they're putting us under a little bit of pressure here. We've had to make all of these punch-away saves. Got to try and bring the ball down the right a bit. That left-hand side is getting predictable. To Pepe. Yeah, he's trying to slide in front of me. Puts him through. Oh, not hard enough on the shot. I tried for the finesse shot. Instead of going straight for the power, I tried to do the R2 finesse. No. Okay, we've had a shot. Oh, try to play him in. So I'm not sure about the length of these videos, right? Oh, you're joking! Did that go through the keeper's legs? See, it's difficult as well to talk at the same time, right? But I can't just sit here in silence. Go on, show Thanos. Have they showed Thanos yet? Did that go through his legs? Oh. Have they showed Claude on the touchline yet? He's not going to be happy with this at all. No, it didn't go through his legs. Come on. Should have had that. Should have had that. The space between the keeper and that post. Ashley bloody Barnes. Ashley bloody Barnes. Alright, don't milk it. Right.
Goal for Burnley. Number 10, Ashley Barnes.
Come on, Stanley. Taking it quickly. This is like the real Arsenal, isn't it? I mean, they're just we're just letting them in. Jesus, this is like real Arsenal now. It's all the goalkeeper saving. Jesus, what is the keeper doing? Get that man a cape. It's like Superman. Right, come on, make a forward one. It wasn't the right pass, was it at all? That wasn't the right pass. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me, you've got to lean forward over the ball. Terrible shot. Just over half an hour gone and we're 1-0 down at the Emirates Stadium against Sean Dyche's Burnley, or Thanos' Burnley. We ain't seen him yet, he really looks like him. So we've got the FA Cup coming up as our next game now. Oh, that's it, that's it. Making nice little defensive tackles. But there's no one up there with you. Okay, we've got something going here. Oh, come on, Lino. That must have been very tight. Let's have a look at that. How tight is that? How tight is that? His toenail. His toenail got him offside. This is a much different story than it was in the last game, right? What? What happened there? What's he doing that little dance for? What's up with him? What is he doing? Upa Makamo, man. You're jigging the bat. Getting jiggy with it. What is he doing? What is actually happening here? Look at him at the end of this. Look at him on the D. What is Upa Makamo doing? Oh well. I suppose that's what they call a glitch. Is that oh no, look at Claude, look, Claude's not happy at all. Is this a penalty then? You're having a bath, aren't you? You're having a cold bath. He misses it. Yeah. We've got a little bit of luck on our side now. Ashley Barnes puts it wide. The goalkeeper doesn't move. He's got acres to put it into. He puts it wide. Up yours, Ashley bloody Barnes. Right. You know what? Ever since I've put this on professional, it feels sluggish as well.
Of 3 minutes of added
Kind of
time.
feels sluggish. The players don't feel like they've got any zip in them. What is that all about? You got to take the ball with you, lads. All right, let's work it in the middle. Oh, that wasn't too far off, was it? Oh. Let's have a look at that again. You going to show us that again? No. Wow, look at them stats, man. That's Ozil numbers right there. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Right. Let's jump back into this second half. And we're losing 1-0. I'm not going to change nothing yet. We've had a couple of chances, a couple of shots that we've just put over. I think it's fair to say Tierney, as in real life, has probably been our man of the match, hasn't he? So far. Come on, Donny, that's it. Take some skills past him. Yeah, I think they've got their hair treatment off of Claude at half time, man. Teacups could be heard being clattered against the walls. I'm going for the cross and he got his toe in. Man, you bag it up onto professional, man. The defenders are like prime Maldini all of a sudden. Oh, you're joking me. Come on, look. Feels like we spend all week on the training pitch and that's what you're going to do. That's what you're going to do. Come on, Lacquer, you got to put your shooting boots on, kid. Right, come on. Just feels a bit slower than it usually does. It just feels so sluggish. Plus, I'm not very good, obviously. You know, let's just have it like it is. I mean, I'm doing rubbish here, but usually I'm just like playing silently and concentrating. It's a lot different when you're chatting all the time. That's my excuse anyway. So, come on, let's get an attack going now. Ah! Pinged off the up of the other guy there. Probably Ashley bloody Barnes. So guys, let me know in the chat box what you think about the FA Cup. Are you confident after what you saw today? Do you think that we can scratch out a win? Do you think we can lay the ghost of Baku to rest against Chelsea? What do you think? What do you think the score's going to be? We've been doing short passes right out from the back. Let's mix it up and do a long one. I think we've got a chance against Chelsea, right? But man, no one sneaks into an FA Cup. Sorry, no one sneaks into a cup final more than Oliver Giroud. He's always sneaking in there, isn't he? I hope he doesn't break our hearts again. And you've got to say that Oliver Giroud, he's done pretty well since he's been at Chelsea. And I think it's quite obvious to see that when he first went in there, Frank kind of like turned his nose up at him. Didn't fancy, oh, you've let yourself down there, lad. It was close, wasn't it? Frank kind of treated him with a bit of disdain, was milking the Tammy Abraham's train. And then when the wheels fell off of that, he literally had to go back to Giroud. And Giroud's not letting him down. And we were supposed to be moving on. We sold Giroud because we're moving on from Giroud. He isn't going to help us to the next level. See, I could get to about here and I just nick the ball off my toes all of the time. So frustrating. So, man, look, they're ruling it in the middle of the park. All that's. I'm not changing my formation. I'm not going to cave in and just change my formation on the first roll of the dice. Holds the ball up, brings players in. Can you get past him? There's no one in there. Oh, you're supposed to take the ball off of his feet when you tackle. Uperman bloody Carmo. Ah, Torreira. It's funny, isn't it? I'm sitting there shouting at the players on the game that I'm controlling. E.g. bring on. Okay, let's bring on these three. 10 minutes, 9 minutes, whatever it is. It's not been a good day at the office at all, man. They've not shown Sean Dyche yet, have they? Gutted. Wanted you to see him. Looks like Thanos, man. Oh, what is that? You can't just give the ball to the opposition in your own half. You know what? Bring back the days of semi-pro, man, and we were just like getting 7 goals and doing the short corners. What happened? Claude's not going to be happy with me when he sees this, is he? He's not going to be happy at all. Claude was talking about, you know, getting into the esports league and taking on other podcasts. There he is, Thanos. Look at him. I don't think I'm going to get the. I'm going to get the shout to play a game against real people after this performance. I mean, I'm terrible. Look at me. Make a forward run. They forced me to take my shot so far out because I can't work the ball any closer in. Dreadful. Claude still there, encouraging them on to the end. Well, you said you wanted more of a challenge, right? You asked me to turn it up. I've turned it up. So this is where we're at. This is where we are at on professional. Isn't there a level like in between semi-pro and professional? There is nothing. Look. I had to like bring the keeper out. That was my only option to no. See? Look at all their heads go down. Where do we go from here? I don't know. Get a new guy to start doing these videos who can probably play a bit better. I don't know. Where do we go from here? We won our first game 7-0 in semi-pro. We've knocked it up to professional. We've lost 1-0. We've had, what, a few shots? None of them have been on target. That goal that they scored was sloppy. I should have been able to do more than that. Look. How do you not get this? Look at that. Look. Not good enough. That's not good enough. Don't take a deflection off his knee. No, because we never got a corner, did we? Have we ever had any corners in the game? Yeah, look at that. Thanos. Yeah, their finishing was as bad as ours. Hoofed it. So listen, I want you guys to let me know, right? I'm trying to work out how long do you want me to do these videos, right? We're coming up for 40 minutes and we've played one match. Can't better look at that anymore. So I'm going to do the press conferences and wrap this one up. So the next one I do you want me to keep it at this length or do you want me to put 2 matches in? Yeah? Let's have a look at the player ratings. I'm curious. Let's have a look at the player ratings. No one covered themselves in glory today, did they? Our best player was Kieran Tierney, which was almost like real life. Look at them. Then me, 8.5 was their best player. Okay. Well, we're off now for the post-match interview. Claude's going to have to face the cameras after starting so well in that first game. We'll be 1-7-0. A 1-0 loss at home.
Hi there, have you got a minute for a question?
Why didn't Foden get a chance to make his debut? Look at Foden in the red and screwing. He's fuming. We've only just bought the lad. Why didn't Foden make his debut? This wasn't an appropriate match. Good things come to those who wait. He needs time to adjust. Good thing comes to those who wait. You think I'm excited and Foden is champing at the bit to show exactly what you're missing. Why didn't Sarr get a chance to make his debut? Look, they want all of these young... These are backup players. Why didn't Sarr make his debut? He needs time to adjust. That's what I'm going to throw out there this time. Wow, we may have pulled a ricket with some of our signings. They're going to cause us problems. What's your comment on the speculation that Cedric refused to sign another deal with Arsenal? No, he's on loan. Yeah, because on this update, he's still on loan. For some reason, Mari's permanent, he's not. And let me tell you now, he is still our player. I hope he signs. His priorities are elsewhere. I want to say his priorities are elsewhere, but that will only piss him off. I can't deal with any more pissed off players, so I'm going to stay. He's still our player. Cedric is still our player and he has 11 months of contract left. When things will play out one way or the other, I'm sure
Thanks
you'll
so
be
much
amongst
for your
the first to know. No problem, mate. That's what I'm here for. I think Claude handled that pretty well. And look at that. We just lost, right? And our Mr. Claude rating has gone up to 80. How does that work? How does that work? You lose, you get better points. I've sent in my final report on Antonio Marin. Mavropanos on a 1-year deal. We'll have some of that. On loan, yep, he needs to go out on loan. Accept. And he might accept this one. He might accept it because it's Real Valladolid. We've kind of, they're a team that we know. It's when they're unknowns. So listen, I'm going to do the training. And I'm not going to move it on because we've still got transfer window left. So in the next episode, tell me what you want me to do about this striker situation. Do you want me to go in and buy one right now with the money that we've got? We put Aubameyang on for sale the day after the January window closes. And we get the money in our kitty then for next season. Or... do you want me to wait until January and then buy a striker? So it's in your hands. The striker situation is in your hands. You tell me what to do and I'll make the move. Just do the training. So in reflection, that wasn't a good game for us today at all. Martinelli. As Martinelli's a winger on this, we've got to do the shooting. Boost up his shooting. And who else is there? I want to give Saliba. Look, Saliba's almost gone up a point there. He's right on the edge. No, I didn't want to do that. Did not want to do that. Did not want to do the manual training. Didn't want to do the manual training. I was just going to do that. So listen, I'm going to wrap it up here so that you don't have to sit through this manual training. And let me know what you want me to do about this Aubameyang situation. And Do I really want to be thinking about changing the formation already? It's a sign of capitulation. I like this formation with 2 up front. So until episode 3, thanks for watching. And I look forward to reading all of your comments with episode 4